Hey, collective. Let's get right into it. Ask that you give this message to the intended listener. Ask that they take what resonate and leave the rest behind. Before I started this reading, I was perfectly fine, and then I started, and my stomach hurts so bad right now. So I'm not sure if somebody been having some type of stomach issues. Maybe it's just me, but I did want to kind of put that out there that it didn't start until I started getting prepared for this reading. So police popped out. Ooh, shoot. Keeping you a secret. Police. Keeping somebody a secret. Police. That one almost came out. We got keeping you a secret. Police. Falling apart. Depression. Private relationship. Ooh, cautions. And putting on the show. Okay, so instantly I got somebody definitely is keeping you a secret because private relationship came out as well as keeping a secret. I do get the energy of somebody putting on a show is someone is fronting, someone is acting, but caution because it's falling apart. Like that act that they put on that show, that front, that persona, that I'm here, I'm for you, this is for us. That's all fabricated. That's a lie. It's like they keeping you in the dark. Like they do have somebody else. I'm not sure if the police get called or maybe you're gonna call the police. But with police and caution being together, I get that. Maybe if you keep on going down this route, that it could end up in maybe the police being called. Maybe somebody already called the police. And it could also be maybe like this relationship is keeping you in like some type of depression because like you will feel like I'm up here, I'm on this roller coaster, and then it's somehow some way it's like it's not what you thought it was, and then you'll go like you'll feel that, and then you'll go back like okay maybe it's this, and it's like no it's not what you thought it was. But yeah, we're putting on the show, caution and depression. It's definitely telling you to pause, pump your brakes, or telling them to pause and pump their brakes. Because again, on the surface of all this, somebody is being kept a secret. Somebody is hiding something, some type of third party relationship, some type of side chick, side dude, side piece, side person. But it is falling. It's crumbling. It's falling apart. Like it's not. It's starting to come together. Like stories are not adding up. There could be evidence that's being presented that sometimes we don't go look for stuff. Stuff just kind of like happen to be there, and then if we're open enough to understand what's going on, we can kind of read what's going on. But yeah, it does say. It does say. I mean, the energy that I'm getting is, and it's also saying, what if you find out that this relationship is, look like little two eyes right here, right? Kind of look like my. I don't know if you can see my. Probably can't see my tattoo, but I have an eye right here, and that's so funny that my knuckles kind of look like two eyes. That's so funny, and not dry, so I don't know. I got funny. I'm not gonna say funny looking hands because you have to be thankful for everything you have. Shit, at least I got hands. So we ain't gonna say they ugly. They just, they look a little suspicious. That's what I'm gonna say. But yeah, I'm definitely getting that if you do find out something happened, don't put on this show. Don't give them what they want because the police will be called just to kind of one up you. Like it's like if you find out that this person is or have been keeping you a secret or have been having an outside relationship, and you call the police, they're gonna make you look crazy. Like it's gonna backfire on you. So I highly recommend you not pulling up to the scene and acting a fool. Definitely not. Definitely don't pull up and act a fool. Although, I'm all for getting it out how you need to get it out, but my pull up game is over. I don't do that. I haven't pulled up on nobody in a long time, years. I used to be really like that's before I like realized like that none of that even matter. Like again, if a person wants to cheat on you, they gonna cheat on you regardless. You can have the nicest house, the best personality, cook them dinner every day, take care of their kids, take care of y'all kids, forgive them from everything. That's not gonna stop them from stepping out. So like once I figured that out, I was just like, hey, it is what it is. You do that, just know that I'm gonna turn your ass into a billy goat. So I'm not even about to be doing none of that. I'm gonna just turn you into a billy goat. I wish I could do that though, but yeah, sometimes you gotta just let stuff just, especially if you one of them people that's gonna stay with the person, like your personality. If you get out of social media and get out of other people, like don't care what other people say, you gonna take that person back. So, and I'm not the one to judge because I done took people back before, a lot of times. Ooh, give me some clear messages. So if you that person, hey, then let this fly, but don't get mad and go off the hinges and then now you want to work it out, or now you okay with they done sweet talked you into whatever. It does say a happy marriage, happy ever ending, emotional contentment, a loving relationship with children, raising children wisely, successful people you can trust, and ask the divine for help and trust the answers will come. Compared to traditional methods with new ideas to see which one is best. So it is saying that I'm not sure if maybe you had this again. This they put out that we gonna be a family. We gonna do this together. Like it's like it felt so good because it's again they was lying. They was making it up. Like they didn't really want this. They don't really want a happy family. It's like but it sound good because they know deep down that's what you want. I'm not sure if you don't have kids or you do have kids, but you kind of want to like settle down and stuff like that. But this definitely showed like they was feeding it to you. They was feeding them lies to you. It's like, oh, we gonna do all this together, the rainbows. We're gonna get a house, we're gonna start a business, we're gonna have kids, we're gonna put the kids in school, we're gonna invest into stuff, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do blah 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 blah. And in reality they was lying. So it's like you have to trust that whatever answers that you seeking when it comes to this connection, that you follow what the answers that you seeking, because it's all a lie. Like regardless, it's a lie, but you kind of like want to believe that it's not. You kind of want like you got like a little bit of hope, like maybe it's not, like maybe I'm just tripping, you know what I mean? Like maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. But sis, sir, ma'am, whoever, I don't discriminate. Whatever you want me to call you, whatever you go by, it's definitely falling apart. It's definitely not what you think it is. It's definitely a quiet relationship. Like, what do you ever wonder? Like, okay, some people will be like, oh, I don't want you to meet my family yet because I want to make sure I'm serious. And you like, mama, we've been talking for all this time. You still trying to make sure? No, they don't want you to meet the family because the family done already met the main person. And me and you, it's gonna be like a shock. It's gonna be like, who is this? Who are you? Like, we ain't never heard about you. What Kiera? What Keith at? What Tamara? What Paul at? They don't know who this new person is. They don't know who you bringing up in here. It says stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Stand up for yourself. Be real with yourself. Be real with them. Like, it's okay for you to, yeah, it might spark some fire. It might spark a, argument or something, but it's like, okay, oh well, but you got to stand up for yourself. Don't sit back and allow somebody to, mistreat you, or don't sit back and be number two. It's enough people for everybody to be one and two, not 1, 2, and 3, and 4 and 5, 6, 7. It's enough people in this world. Trust me. I don't care what what you read or it's enough people for everybody. And then they say it's more men than women, so that's even better. So it's enough for everybody to have one. Now, it may be a few women left over, but every woman don't want to be in a relationship. So again, it's enough people for everybody. Why you got to go out to somebody else? So why you got to be so greedy? You already got one. Why you got to get somebody else? If it's something in that relationship that you don't feel like is fulfilling, then talk to your partner. And if you don't feel like you can talk to your partner, then you don't need to be with them. Period, point blank. You do not need to be with somebody you feel like you got to walk on eggshells with. And I ain't talking about, going through their phone. None of that type of stuff. Anybody you feel like you can't be you, then yeah, you shouldn't be, nah. When you got to be cautious and walk on eggshells and, I don't want to say this because they going to stop talking to me. Or if I say this, they may not pick up the phone, for the next couple of days. Then that ain't the person for you. Because the person for you, they ain't going to miss not a phone call. And if they do miss that phone call, they're going to make sure they call back and explain why. That's courtesy. That's common courtesy. That's not simp stuff. That's not controlling. That's not pee-whip. That's not none of that. That's simply common courtesy. Hey, I'm sorry I didn't, give you a call back. I was doing blase blase. Now, when when it can become a habit, like they calling you back at certain times, you as a woman and as a man, as a person with common sense and intuition, you know when somebody playing games. Like, you not crazy. You know. Sometimes you'll probably maybe get a reading just to kind of, you know, confirm how you feel, but you already know. Like, people that genuinely want to be with you and people that really want to start something with you is not going to have you waiting around the phone. Not going to be rescheduling, remaking plans all the time. It's not going to work that way. It says, believe in yourself. Never underestimate your ability to make your dreams come true. The need for balance in your personal life. A fresh start or end of delays. Sudden or unexpected progress. A very positive change in your life. Travel a new vehicle. So I'm not sure if maybe you... And then it does say justice, so you will get what you need, but again, stand up for what you believe. This one says stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for what you believe. This one right here say believe in yourself. So it's like you gonna have to really talk, use your mouth. I know maybe you don't want to lose this person because you may feel like, this is, because again, this person have sold you some type of story, some type of fantasy. So now you feel like, okay, if I quit talking to this person, I may not get this again. But let me tell you something. This ain't even what you think it is. It's one of them things where it's a test. So it's like, are you strong enough to walk away even though you invested time, you invested money, you invested energy, you maybe didn't been intimate, you maybe didn't share, personal information with them. Like, you're going to have to, this part of your lesson or your journey is, okay, I shared this with these people or I did this, but this is not for me. So as much as I want it, I'm going to have to walk away. And once you walk away and you kind of like redirect your energy and your focus, trust and believe you're going to see why it wouldn't have worked with this person. I don't know if maybe that, you're going to see someone on social media. Maybe, somebody gonna call you because it's like, oh, I just went through their phone and y'all been talking and you looking like, hey, it's been months and months. I ain't talked to this person in I don't know how long, but yeah, by the way, we was together. You know what I mean? Like, stand up for yourself. You ain't gotta lie about nothing. Like, if you know for sure you're not messing around with someone that's in a relationship, then stand up for yourself and let them know this is not what I want. I'm not okay with this private relationship. I'm not okay with being kept a secret. It's putting me in some type of depression. I'm gonna put on the show and you gonna have to call the police. That's simple. That's simple. Like, I'm finna act the fool. So before you get to the police phase, go ahead and just listen to your intuition, trust yourself, believe in yourself, choose your battles wisely. So again, ain't no point of going off on this person if you know that deep down you still gonna work it out with them. Now, I don't know. I ain't gonna say every time I done worked it out, but I have done took people back for some stuff that I know other people wouldn't take people back for. But I know other people that have forgiven people for stuff that I wouldn't even dare forgive nobody for. You know what I mean? So it's all about what you want to do. It's all about you. It's not nobody else's opinion. But if you feel like you want to keep dealing with this, just know that it's gonna fall apart eventually. It may not be now, but it will be sooner than later. But in the meantime, between time, there is some type of new fresh. I'm not sure if you're trying to look for a new vehicle or you're thinking about traveling, or maybe when you leave this energy alone, there'll be a traveling opportunities, maybe an opportunity to get a new vehicle, maybe some type of need for you to sit down with some type of wise person, some type of older person, or somebody been telling you, or you need to maybe have a conversation with an older person so that you can get their opinion. I know that sometimes people be like, hey, this person ain't never been married, so why am I listening to them? Let me tell you, some people, not all, but some people who have genuinely good advice, they don't have to be in relationships. They probably not in a relationship because they know, like, this is who I am and this is not what I want, but I learned from my experience. Now, you got some people that be blase, blah, blah, blah in their mouth and ain't got nothing going for themselves, ain't never been married, and if they have been married, all relationships have failed. So it's like, if you talk to an older person, get some advice, shoot some stuff out there and just see what other people say. Like, hey, if this was you, what would you do? Or even if you don't want to put that type of if you don't want to put it out there and make it seem like it's you, be like, tell me why my friend, to kind of see like what older people with common sense, older people that's, not going to sit up here and be like, oh, no, this, that type stuff. People that's going to be like, well, some people do this, but I wouldn't, or I would, and this is why. That's wise advice. But that is all I have. Bye.